Hi, this is Glenda, Coach Glenda. I'm finishing today this piece that I started a few weeks ago. Hold on a second. Let me get my and colors. Okay, as you can see, it's mostly done, but I just wanted to share the finishing of this. So that's this side. So this is the part right here that I need to finish today. What I did was I drew the black part of the butterfly, all the dark black lines you see on a regular piece of paper, and I sent it to the printer and had it blown up to 3.5. See, this is the television, and this is how big the butterfly is next to the television. And I had it blown up to 3.5 by 3.5 square so that I could have a larger rendition of it. Then I went for quite a while not finishing it because of these formations right here. These are like the gray markings that were, to me, imperfect. When they printed it, it didn't look like I thought it was going to be crisp. It wasn't. So I rolled it away, put it in a tube thing, and see these things right here. These are all the things that I looked at and I thought they were imperfections, so I just didn't color any of it. So in the meantime, I've been becoming familiar with Zentangle art, and it's you can Google it, Zentangle, and one of the concepts that I brought to this is there are no mistakes in Zentangle. So I started to let that sink in. So one day I was like, oh, there's no mistakes. You just make them into another pattern. You can look it up and see the different patterns you can do. I've done that as well. But this is something I've never done before. And it's crayons and color pencil. So I'm gonna, but I add and markers, just regular markers, regular color pencils. These are my items, and then my black marker if I want to make the lines more. So I'm gonna begin today finishing, and what I do with most of it is I get there's a piece of cloth or something I can use that I blend in the colors that I use. So I just wanted to record it and have someone witness me finishing this. And what I'm thinking about doing is making copies of this size, 3.5 by 3.5, so that people can buy and frame them, and also to have a limited amount of copies. I don't know what that is yet, so I'm going to go to the art store and talk to the people, and also find out how much is a frame. Should somebody want to purchase the original. I don't know if I'll do it. I won't do it anytime soon, but I just want to know. So, see, as you go, you just do whatever. It doesn't have to be any real forethought into it. The imperfections, but make it perfect, because it's turning out how it's turning out. Okay. I'm gonna do some green. This color is called what is this? Let's see good. I can't see what it is, but anyway, it's kind of an aqua blue green, like this top I have on. See this color? It's like that same color. So one of the reasons that concept of there are no mistakes is so important to me is because there have been so many things in my life that I've looked at as mistakes, beat myself up for them, and allow that to cause me to get stuck and not go further, afraid to make continuous mistakes. And to realize there are no mistakes, for me, like in business or relationships or whatever, now, it's just that step that you made that maybe you didn't anticipate, it didn't look like you wanted it to look like, didn't turn out that way, is actually, for me, a life lesson. It's a lesson instead of a failure. These are just a part of the tapestry of the butterfly. The printer, had these different gray marks all over this. When I drew it, it didn't have all that on there. But of course, when you expand the items with that machine, it causes it to get fuzzy or whatever it was doing. But see, then I'll just try to blend it. And so it just helped me to relax more with life and stop being so doggone uptight and just learn lessons. I love learning, so let those mistakes that we think are failures, retranslate them into a language that moves us forward, and that language will translate failure, and the meaning is lesson. And it's just a matter of making that shift. That's all it is. It's a matter of making that shift, of accepting that as what you do.